Hey folks, and welcome. This is a Glowfox webinar where we're going to be digging a little bit deeper into how you can increase your lead conversion and improve your retention with Glowfox Amplify. I'm Finn Hegarty. I'm one of the co-founders. I look after the product side of things. I'm joined here today with Brandon. Brandon, do you want to maybe do a quick intro?
Yeah, Brandon. I'm one of the product specialists here with Glowfox. Excited to go over Amplify with everyone. So Finn, I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Okay, so just in terms of the agenda of this webinar, we're going to do a quick recap and our intro for some folks of what is Amplify, how it can benefit and get tangible outcomes for your business, what's available in the package today. Really excited to announce some of our new retention flows. So we're going to dig into those a little bit deeper. Brandon's going to run through a live demo after that. And then I'm going to talk through a little bit more on the future state. We can jump into some questions at the end. Okay, so what is Amplify? So this is our biggest product launch in the last number of years. We have spent a ton of research, 18 months in the making, speaking to hundreds of operators around the world in terms of some of the big pain points that wanted to get solved. So this is our customer engagement platform. It solves the whole lifecycle management from moving a prospect right through to a member and then retaining them thereafter. So we've custom built this in the last 2 years with operators around the world to ultimately improve your conversions and increase your retention. Really excited to launch this in the last number of months. So in terms of some of those results and outcomes we're getting for operators, we've seen over the last number of months an average conversion improvement of 250%. And that's real tangible outcome for your business in terms of dollars over time. So Brandon, do you want to maybe give a little bit more context of what you're hearing from your clients today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I handle a lot of different accounts. And the one thing that always pops up when I talk about Amplify is that this is a no-brainer. It gives people time back in their day, because I came from the gym management world. I used to manage Lifetime, where we'd have a full sales team and you'd spend 20 to 30 hours a week working on new leads, following up. And this takes care of that for you. And the results speak for themselves. So on average, you're seeing an increase of 250% more leads into paying customers. That's huge. Amplify gives your studio the power to automate and communicate much more effectively. This helps drive revenue and engagement, while also giving you management team more time to focus on in-person relationships to help build a stronger community and improve the customer experience overall.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, Brandon. And this is a quote from one of our early pilot customers on Amplify, Steve from Bike Row Ski. So I think the other point that you just mentioned there is that time saver, right? And this is a strong part of that, the time saving we're seeing operators get today. You know, I think there's one of the operators I was speaking to the last few weeks is about kind of setting and forgetting, right? They set these messages. They don't have to have these reminders on these follow-ups. And this is a big part of the value proposition of what we're delivering here is that time saver. So you can get back to your clients and get back that time in the day for you.
Yeah, and to that point, one of my first clients that I took advantage of Amplify just said, oh, I forgot it was running in the background and my classes just ended up being more full week over week. So it's nice to be able to set it, forget it, and just have fuller classes.
Exactly. So in terms of what features are on offer today, so I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into some of those flows. So the first piece that we focus on really is about acquiring new customers. So getting your prospects to become members. So that's where we focus our initial focus to move those prospects along their journey to be members and the messaging around that. The next workflow that we'll see a demo shortly as well is on the onboarding side of things. So obviously the first 90 days of getting a new member, a new client into your fitness business is really key. That first 90 days of making sure that they've been fully onboarded is a key part of their onboarding journey. The other key things that we have available today, we've got different channels and different messages. So we've got email, we've got SMS, push note. And you know, we've seen our results are more effective the more channels that we use. Different members, different prospects use different channels. Some instances, SMS may be more effective. Others will have email, and vice versa. So it's really depending on the member. But the more challenge you have, the more likely you're going to get better results. No, the big one now, and this is what we're super excited. And this is back to the initial point of Amplify being this customer engagement flow of going from prospect to member to being retained. That's the full life cycle. And what we're excited today in the last week or two is to launch our retention flows. So now we've got this end-to-end experience. So the big thing about retention, as you folks know, is that can cost 5 times as much trying to acquire new clients as it would be to retain an existing one. So we're seeing a lot of operators investing on trying to get new prospects into the business, but maybe forgetting about their existing members and the cost of acquiring. So it's really important to focus on the retention side of your business as well. Brandon, any context you want to give to this from your experience?
Yeah, just echoing on that. Like I mentioned, I worked at Lifetime before, and we had an entire team dedicated to strictly retention. And the fact that this is all in one platform, again, you set it and forget about it. And this follows up with those expiring members to gently remind them like, hey, it's time to re-up your membership. That's a huge value add and just increases your revenue in the long run.
100%. All right, well, let's jump to the live demo now, Brandon. Do you want to maybe showcase some of those things we just spoke about?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me share my screen. All right, so everyone should be familiar with this screen in their dashboard, but if not, it's just in the Connect tab of your dashboard. And then up here at the top, you have these messages for Amplify. So like Finn already alluded to, gave you an overview. It goes over acquisition, onboarding, and then the newest one is membership expiring. So the nice thing here is you can activate, inactivate directly from the dashboard here. And then if you click in, this is where you can actually start customizing, because we give you a lot of flexibility here. So if you click into this first email, as you can see, I could start adding in my own text here to make it more on brand with my studio. You can also add on SMS, like Finn mentioned. People have multiple ways of getting communication, and having that multi-thread approach only increases your conversion rates even further. So as you can see here, if you opted to do SMS along with Amplify, you see a 69% more leads to paying customers. And then we also give you some reporting here as well. So in Insights, this will actually keep track of how many messages are getting sent out, where people are specifically in the workflow as well, because you can't improve what you don't measure. So this gives you that option to actually view what you're looking at. And then outside of the leads workflow, you also have that onboarding workflow for your new clients over that first 90 days. Again, this is going to be customizable. And then to that point, it is all encompassing. So it is going to follow up with all of the members that are expiring, give you that full life cycle, and help you with your retention efforts.
So in terms of what features in the pipeline, we've obviously gone deeper on retention, as what Brandon just showed there on the screen. We're going to go a little bit deeper in terms of more win-back campaigns as well. So for any lost members, we're going to be setting some more automations there so you can claw back any folks that you've lost over time as well. So not only mitigating anyone that is about to expire, but also looking to win back lost clients. Anyone that's churned previously, getting those folks re-engaged and getting them back in your studio. The other big one is about low attendance, filling up any classes that have low attendance, and also getting folks that haven't turned up in a while back into those classes or back into the studio. This is very much, and I speak to some operators that maybe have a different viewpoint on let's not wake the sleepers. But what we've seen from our results is really about trying to keep those members engaged, getting them back in the studio. That's what improves retention over time. Other things that we're working through is a lot more customization, giving you a little bit more flexibility on how you want to tailor maybe the sequencing and the timing of those messages, which are a little bit more in line with your your brand. We've got a lot of customization already there, but you can maybe delete a couple of those workflows to give a little bit more flexibility. Maybe you want to target certain segments or cohorts of customers. Maybe they're just certain types of, maybe there's a trial, maybe there's a certain type of membership that you just want to target through particular flows as well. And the other one that we're working towards is giving more advanced reporting. So that Brandon mentioned previously, if you don't measure, you can't improve. So really want to give you a little bit more insight in terms of where you can improve those workflows, where you can optimize along that funnel and improve conversions and improve retention over time. A little bit longer term, as we mentioned, this is the full life cycle. We're going for acquisition, onboarding, retention, utilization, and expansion. We want to be able to help you folks extract more value from your members. It's all about that member yield. It's not just about the member count, it's about getting more value. It's about upsells, it's about referrals. So creating those automations to be able to, plug into, maybe there's a discount on a membership that you want to automate to a friend based on a referral. So tons of opportunity there, and tons on our roadmap, what we want to build on. And utilization is a big theme as well, just getting more folks into classes, filling those empty slots. Again, this is what the power of Amplify is, this customer engagement tool that is the automated engine behind the scenes to run your business, ultimately giving you more time back. Other capabilities, we're looking at two-way SMS. WhatsApp messages is important in certain markets as well. A little bit more on the task management for your team and yourself. And then ultimately we want to get to a point where all this is built on Glowfox and the engine, but using the capabilities like artificial intelligence and machine learning to be able to predict when people are about to churn and create those capabilities and to build that into the background as well. So super excited in terms of where we're going with this. This is a huge investment for us as a team, and we want to continue to innovate in this space. In terms of pricing, so the way that the pricing is done is it's based on the number of clients that you have. So we wanted to not to make this exclusive to the big studios or the big franchises. We want to give this opportunity for maybe the smaller studios that are starting out to grow their client base, an opportunity to help them grow as well. So very much price in line with growing. So ultimately that this will grow with your business as you scale as well. Brandon, is there anything you want to mention just on the pricing here?
Yeah, the thing I like to talk about is like, we've seen a 250% increase in leads to paying clients. Most studios that I work with, their average membership is between $50 to $100. So if you get one additional lead into a paying client, you paid for Amplify and then some. So again, it comes back to that word I always hear when I'm talking about Amplify. It's a no-brainer in my eyes and the clients that I work with.
Totally. All right. So in terms of next steps, we're excited to offer an opportunity of getting the trial. So don't just take our word for it. I think you want to see the value for yourself. So we're offering a 30-day trial, and you can activate this straight away. You go into your Connect tab up the top, and you go into Messages and enable one of your workflows, and that'll kick off that trial. So 30 days, you can see the value for yourself. It doesn't take much work to set this up. You can customize those workflows, turn on certain channels, turn on certain messages. It's totally flexible. So, I'm excited about the future on this, and I'm excited to see you folks grow. So, that's it from me and Brandon. Any final words?
Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Finn, great work here with Amplify. Excited for everybody to try it out and see the results for themselves.
Awesome. Thanks, folks. Have a good one.